welcome to the Unspoken Truth Show. It's a Saturday morning. In studio with me today are very amazing people. Niko na majenzi hapa ndani leo. They'll have to introduce themselves. Sijui nianzie wapi?
Hi, my name is Esther. I am a student in Kenyatta University and I am doing computer science and I'm happy to be here.
Welcome, Esther.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Becky Mutano. I am a student at Cooperative University. I am taking community development and I'm also an intermediate data scientist. And it's a good day to be here.
You're all welcome. Feel at home. Yeah. So on today's topic, it's not just an easy topic. We are talking about homosexuality. We want to perceive different views on homosexuality. According to the Christian perspective, we know homosexuality is sin. Homosexuality, unaijuaje? Unaielewa vipi?
For me, I understand homosexuality as a relationship between people of the same sex. And right now it's even prudent, but that's what I would say. It's a relationship between people of the same sex.
Yeah, that's when you're trying to understand. However, sin is sin. Yeah, we all sin differently, so sin is sin, but it is a sin.
It is a sin. By the end of the day, it's a sin.
Yeah.
And then kuna squeezy tuko na LGBTQ. Is it the same as homosexuality?
LGBTQ is how they identify themselves. L for lesbians, G for gay, B bisexual, T transgender, Q the queers.
Yeah, and even right now they made it more. Apart from even Q, it doesn't end there. So kuongeza IA, then I think 2S plus. So now I is intersex, A is asexual, 2S is two spirits. So now that's like a new thing. Yeah.
Maybe by the end of the day tutakuja tupate tuko na all alphabetical letters zimeenda this other side.
Actually, the other day the pedophilias walikuwa wanataka, they were requesting to be added. Yeah.
And tukiona hii homosexuality nowadays, these NGOs, the government, yeah, it's like they're into it. What do you think? Nyinyi mnafikiria aje about the NGOs and the government supporting the LGBTQ community?
My point of view kuhusu hizo NGOs, onja before ufike kuwa supported na NGO, lazima ukume grow. So say homosexuality kwa kila mahali, schools, homes, sisi watu wa campus, wenye wako high school. Yeah, kuna NGOs. There's this NGO inaitwa, is it Marina? Yeah, it funds them.
Mm-hmm.
And kuna several NGOs funding them. However, hatuko sure what they are funding. We don't know kama they are funding them to be LGBTQs. Mm-hmm. We don't know kama they are funding the lifestyle. We don't know what they are funding, but they are funding them. Mm-hmm. And unapatanga wakona, just like any other movement,
mm-hmm.
See, kuna panga na these meetings, mali mnapatana, you're taught, this how we live, this. Now that's what they fund the most.
Okay. Maybe ni wao wali come about tukakuwa na the symbol of LGBTQ, tuko na rainbow, we have the...
Yeah, it's them. Then there's this lady called Makenanjeri.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard about her?
Yeah,
she's a Kenyan lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
And I think pia yeye kuna time alikuwa na run. She has a chair kwa hizo NGOs. She fights for the rights of the lesbians, for the rights of the gays.
The LGBTQ community, like what is that?
Yeah. So our leaders wako among us.
Mm-hmm.
Alafu the nini hizo NGOs, most of them they're not funding.
Mm-hmm.
Our fund kwa ubaya.
Yeah.
Wana fund,
mm-hmm.
ama wana support to make them comfortable to shout out their rights.
Like they have accepted any kitu yenye iko, so
yeah. Juu nini LGBTQ members are people like us. They are our people, they are with us. Mm-hmm. We live with them, they are our brothers, our sisters. We school with them, we go to church with them. Ni watu wetu.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, si ati ni watu, si aliens. Ni watu wetu. Yeah, wako among us. So like easy NGOs, most of them zinakuanga za ku raise their rights.
The rights
Yeah.
to make their identity kuje kwe known, like they have somewhere to belong.
Yeah.
Of which I don't think lazima tuwajue. I think it's better if you just leave you.
Leave you, be you.
Yeah, kwani do these identify themselves?
They don't.
Kusanga yo,
Mini
mwizi, I'm an alleged person. No, we don't. We don't do that. So I don't think it's okay for them to be loud. They're good. They want to live.
You see, the way she's saying about the NGOs, it's just like the way there is amnesty. This amnesty, the point of amnesty is to fight for human rights.
Yeah.
Now, since I don't know if LGBTQ is included there, but they're still human. So now I think they've created now a different association. Now they're getting funding so that they can fight for the rights of such people, because most of them get discriminated a lot. Yeah.
Especially we Christians tunaonanga.
Yeah, you don't want
We
it.
just don't want anything to do with them.
Hiyo part ya we Christians. Wajua Christian ni kama nini the disciples wa Yesu walitangwa Christians. First walitangwa Antioch kama that place. Hapo ndo walipata the name Christians. Yeah, hapo ndo walipata the name Christians. So kumaanisha hiyo ni label. It's we identify as Christians. But who are you besides being a Christian? Who are you outside the church?
Yeah.
Whoever you are, maybe you are a thief, maybe you are a liar, maybe
A madara.
Yeah.
Hizo zote.
So sisi Christians tunawa discriminate sana. However, I'm not supporting them. But
However,
who are you kama yuko kanisani?
Because mi naangalianga hii concept nasema we have them in church, yes. Utapata someone anacheza piano very well and ni homosexual tutafanya aje? Tutamfukuza. And akona talent.
Plus also maybe unaweza pata they're not even doing it just for kuonekana. They're doing it from the bottom of their heart, like they're just there to glorify God. But then now what they do outside church is where the problem comes in.
Akienda church, ameenda talanta yake is serving. But then mi naona does someone like kuna wale ukuwa homosexuals but is it knowingly? But mi nasema at some given point do we have this people wenye wako they're homosexuals but unknowingly?
Hapana. Unajua?
Wanajua?
Because always unajua most of the people who don't know what they're doing inakuwa maybe these small children. Like if you see, it's very rare upate ati small children wako ati a girl and a girl doing homosexual things. It's very rare. Most of the time even when they play these games cha mama na baba, it's ni mama na baba, it's what they see, it's normal. So even homosexuality, most of them it begins in primary, maybe when someone reaches preteen from 12 ikipanda. From there is when maybe now they start saying maybe I might like girls, maybe
Anatrai kufind a place kujiidentify ana like wapi this.
Yeah. So obviously they know. Maybe they don't know, but hawajapata like the true definition that in homosexuality, but they know what they're doing.
It's good umonge about preteen and now you are in campus. Joy, ushwaiambiwa na your fellow lady anakwambia kaimaka fiti, like I love your lips, I love your,
Ladies complimenting ladies, it's normal.
Very normal.
Yeah. Like for instance, kukwambia your hair looks good. Inamaanisha nakupenda.
It's just a compliment.
Yeah. Asubuhi unaweza patana na mtu, maybe unaenda job and then unapatana na mtu anakaa vizuri and wow, you look pretty. Na umjui. Utawahi muona tena after hapo. So ladies complimenting each other, it's normal.
It's normal.
Yeah.
And we always feel good like unasikia ude mrembo hiyo tena.
That's a jump start,
I'm looking good,
That's a jump start.
Especially kwanza ukiambiwa na mwenye pia amekwambia pia ni mrembo.
A pretty girl telling me you're pretty.
Or maybe you have this pretty friend ajoi kuambia unakaa fiti but that day anakuja kukuambia we.
Kwanza on a bad day, unajua kila mtu ana bad days. So unaamka umekasirika, unasikia tu you're not feeling like you, kuna low spirit. Alafu ukifika tu mahali unaambiwa na msichana ni mrembo. Na msichana pia ni mrembo. So at least go, okay, so yeah, ina boost self-esteem.
Ina boost.
However, unafaa kudifferentiate. lakini I think mtu ujua so unajua mtu akikupenda
It's very possible.
Oh no, please. But sasa si utajua after some time. It's like me
Yeah,
leo
sometime.
nikuje nikwambie.
Sini
Joy,
kama kijana
Unakaa
kikuja
fiti.
kukukatia hakujangi hata akikwambia compliment utajua kenye anataka tu. It's very possible that msichana akikuja kuambia yes unakaa vizuri unaweza kosa kujua maybe the first time, let's say if it's maybe your friend, but now ikikuwa constant alafu unaona ni kama these days ameanza kuwa an act different than how alikuwa na act kitambo, hapo unaweza jua tu immediately.
in short hata yeye anakukatia ni vile tu nakatwanga na vijana
Same thing.
so like unaweza feel si ati ni miracle ati leo nimekuja sasa you pretty alafu kesho shakuwa damu yangu no
Alafu kiasi ni unasikia kula twende out. You know those things, you know that's how.
and stuff like ni kama anakukatia tu in short sasa kusema you're being lured no you're not being lured hapa hivi pia unaweza kataa
From the start point pia unaweza ona hapa kuna venye. Hapana.
yeah
And then niko najiuliza you've been in campus, have you met these people like umekaa na friend yako mpaka unajua is your friend but unajua you ni lesbian ama ni gay and we pia ukapo as a friend like uko you know this person unamwangalia maybe ni fununu umesikia but you
uko
are there.
sure?
You are not sure uko hapo pia ni based.
For me, naweza sema I've never had a close friend who is gay, but I've met such people who are gay. They some of them say they're bisexual, others say they're fully lesbians. I've met with them, some of them, and we've sat and talked. They just talk just like how you will talk to another girl, but
Because me while in high school there is this time nimekuwa na you know your best friend mnaendanga everywhere pamoja mmeenda lunch kwa wote mnafua pamoja parents wakikuja visiting then kuna time scandals zinaanza Juliana ni lesbian and I was like Juliana your best friend so it was like you know hata pia unaanza kujiuliza Juliana ni lesbian and is my best friend like hizi vitu hufanyika saa ngapi? Have you had such kind of a person?
yeah yeah as in personally nikiwa high school I had girls who liked me sijui kama nikoja kusema hivyo ama I got it from girls yeah dem anakuza tu ananiambia hey I might get notes. The notes looked good. They looked good.
Unafunga desk unapata umewekewa.
Yeah, but it got to a point I started feeling bad because unaona mtu una the priorities nakujanga na pendo na mtu. So I started feeling like nasikia vibaya juu unanipenda. Nata mimi sisikii I'm feeling nothing about
you don't
it.
have you're not reciprocating your feelings.
Yeah, hata sasa mtu akwambia love and you're like
Huwezi sema back.
You love me? What's that? Yeah, but I learned to like cope with it because first things first, self-awareness. Know where you stand, know who you are, know what you like, know where you stand. Then after self-awareness, now step 2. What am I going to do with myself? What's my purpose? Let me like try and find out what's my purpose in life. Then from there, you can move on with life. The same way LGBTQ, this one is their personality. And I'm talking this out of my, I'm giving my spiritual view about it and my intellectual view about it. Like what I've learned and what I feel. First, East of LGBTQ lianzanga kwa Sodoma na Gomora. Kwa Bible mangalala mara mbili only. Genesis chapter 19 and Luke 17:26 kushuka. Hii part ya Luke wanasema during the end days. Sando Sodoma na Gomora itakuja vitu kama hizo. And you remember like in Genesis God alichoma watu. No, yeah. Floods. Yeah, aliwa watu na floods. Yeah, God alafu after this God promised ataiwa watu na maji tena. So aja promise ya moto. So probably the next one is be fire. We don't know. But we are there. Like after your LGBTQ your incidents. Ili happen huko. imekuja tena kurise na hii generation yetu.
Yeah.
So meaning it's the end days.
Yeah, in the end days. Hi,
Yeah, we are in the end days. Yeah, and we can't control this. The only thing we can do about it is living appropriately.
Yeah.
Where to kaa tu venye una see God alipeana 10 commandments. In these commandments ni kama zinatuambia venye tunafaa kuishi. When you follow them, you're good to go. Hakuna any other math out of there. That's the whole math.
Yeah, sure. Because God will say, like we human beings, we are given, we have God's mindset. We have the intellect to choose what's right for us, what's wrong for us.
Yeah, apparently the Bible is a cheat code for a good life. If you want a good life, follow the Bible. Iko na kila kitu. Like that book is magical.
Yeah.
Iko tu hivi but ukifuatilia, you're good to go. I'm not ready to vizuri. Sijaisoma, siwezi kuambia ati mimi najua Bible from A to Z. Lakini the few parts nimesoma, nimepata solutions za mashida karibu zangu zote. The Bible is a good book.
Yeah.
Majenzi tuko huko nje mnasikia tunaweza pata solutions zetu.
Yeah, the Bible is real.
Yeah, it is.
The Bible is real. Yeah.
And also to add on you were saying about your spiritual view. There's also a part in Corinthians. Haisemi in details, but St. Paul says about how the unrighteous will not see the kingdom of heaven. So that part, he doesn't specifically talk about homosexuals only. He says homosexuals, adulterers, alcoholics, all those people. There's so many. So now, even when people in church, they discriminate the homosexual wanaweka kando, that doesn't mean ati sasa au wengine wenye pia ni sinners church. See, kama venye amesema we don't know thieves. I'm sure pia kuna thieves church. But maanisha ati sasa au wenye wamebaki ati sasa au ndio wataenda in heaven. It's about everyone. Plus also we are told God looks at the heart. Yes, even if the homosexuals pia hata kwa church hawafai kwa ati wanekwa kando ati wanakani kama wao ndio the problem. It's everyone who's unrighteous not inherit your kingdom.
So I think maybe enough we embrace these people, we that are in the church. Isikuwe tu ni pastoral peke yake.
Yeah, isikuwe tu pastor peke yake yenyewe. Ikuwe like the whole community. Unajua pastor anaweza mkubali. Pastor anaweza sema, anaweza ambia ushers don't chase this person ati, homosexuals either kama au studs. Wenye they wear like men. You know it's a girl but amevaa kama mwanaume. Ama it's a guy na umemwona ameitoboa, ameweka nails and then amekuja church. See, obviously church watu watashinda tu. Huyu anafanya nini hapa?
Ama ukikuwa na karibu naye vile wanasemanga birds of the same feathers flock together. Because hata mimi naweza kumbuka in high school it really affected me wako like best yako tunaonanga pamoja mkifuatana so like mimi siji so pia wewe unapata it comes with a certain stigma yenye pia unapata ndio like uko innocent yes but you can't prove to the world. It's you know yourself, you just know you.
Yeah, again I think for we the Christians though to deal with the LGBTQ community thing in our churches tunafaa kuanzia from the roots. What is causing this? You just don't wake up and start loving girls.
True.
Men don't wake up and start loving boys.
Yeah.
Because God created a reunion of a man and a woman to do what? To procreate. So I think I'm just thinking.
Just had that.
Just thinking. The LGBTQ thing, it is a systematic thing to change how families work, to change how marriages work. Like I think their goal is to depopulate the people. And how do you depopulate a populated place? It's by detangling how a unit works. Detangling how familia see a man and a woman get married. And then what next? They have children.
Yeah.
The children grow up, get married. Yeah. However, sahi wanasema they need to be recognized. Like it needs to be made legal. A man and a man marrying. How would they give birth?
By getting things like sperm donation or
we have that. Yeah, we have that, but Kenya una moja imejaribu.
I don't think Kenya it's that
like
intuitive
like the US.
Apparently, I don't know who said the Western life is a standard life of living.
Yeah.
And you know, for
We
us
have
like Kenyans, we tunapenda kucopy the Western
Yeah.
culture a lot.
Yeah, we have civilization and abortion of values. Civilization is getting exposed to intelligence, knowing how things work. That is civilization. And abortion of values is dropping what we value.
Yeah, sure.
And at the moment, I think most of the African countries are not civilized. They are aborting the values. Because the Western life is not the standard life.
Yes, true.
It is not. But with the Africans, tunaona enye awase. Awase ndo kusema. But think about it. Before them, we lived.
Yeah.
Our ancestors lived. Our great grandfathers lived. And hiyo time kulikuwa na hizi stories za homosexuality.
I really doubt by the way. But then kama ilikuwa Sodoma and Gomorrah, maybe it was there, but
it wasn't as
dominant as right now.
Ilikuwa tu maybe few cases mnaenda kwa chief.
Yeah. The issue ni venye sasa sisi tume confuse civilization for abortion of values. Tume drop our main values, zile values zetu. Like sahi hatuzivalue. Sahi tunaingia Twitter tunaona hivi ndo wanafanya, hivi ndio wanavaa. That's what they are doing it. And tunakuwa carried away from what's right.
And apart from looking at the Western culture, at some given point mi naona pia kitu at some given point iko na kapia pressure.
True. That is true.
By curious.
Because while in campus, we had there were two guys. So one like nyini mabesti. So one identified himself as a gay, na alikuwa anatuambia by the way mimi ni gay. And the other friend used to come and say mimi napenda vile huyu mse ako treated. And within no time yeye pia kanza the other way like because alikuwa anasema so the guy alikuwa na act kama like was the lady. So every time the man would come and ampika amfungulie gari and you know we are friends. Mimi naangalia and I'm like hey unafanywa yote.
Kuna wasa wako by curious. Kuna mtu anataka kusikia how does it feel to kiss a girl. Kuna mtu anataka kusikia how does it feel to kiss a man. Hiyo ni by curiosity. Of which yes and try confuse kama I think ni peer pressure pia. You want to feel like them. And okay, mimi wenye nimeona talking for me of course. The stars I've seen, those people are rich. I need to get your face. Okay, I'm not saying I don't want to get rich, of course.
Yeah.
I want money. But, where are they getting the money from? But I think, some of they are funded, but I don't think so.
But then, hata tukisema story na money, because mimi nimekuwa na friend campus mwenye ako like, was heartbroken and was like, yana mwakuwa lesbian and then she got some chile. There is this app inajiita aje? No, sijui alimpata Tinder or where akasema she wants, I think yes. Akasema she wants this life, you know, ya rich. So was like, and akapatanga chile hadi amemimportia an iPhone imekuja and was like, na wanaume not again.
Yeah, you see that's one of the reasons also why mtu anaweza kuwa gay ama lesbian. Ulivunjwa tu roho ukasema I don't want anything to do with this gender. People can decide from there.
It will be one of the reasons. Any other reason?
The devil is a bargainer. The devil. He will go to the extent of anything to get his people. Ndio maana sasa tunakuwa full na hiyo stuff ya do. Unaona ati mtu ako na pesa, mtu ako na good life, mtu anaishi kileleshwa. I know people, I know some LGBT community people who live high-end lives. I don't envy them, thanks God. Because I school with them, like, mini comrade. I commute. So after class, mini nipande matatu. But tell me why my classmates wanakudziwa na
chauffeur
machines. German machines to be specific. I thank God I don't envy them. But you see, the devil will do things to get his people. So, however, like ndo mtu unaka venye nimesema hiyo heartbreak, kuna vitu mingi zinaweza trigger mtu kuingia kwa hiyo community. Kama tuseme you come from a family that did not work, divorced parents, violent parents, like you didn't have the parental parenting.
Yeah.
Inasemangwa hivyo, that one, parental
Guidance.
love, that one,
yeah.
that one, yeah. Kama you didn't have it, so like una grow uko unajua manze, ama pia addiction to pornography. So unaonanga like you've watched it too much hadi ukaanza kutaka sasa kuipractice. Garbage in, garbage out. So like whatever I'm consuming, I'll want to like put in practice. Ebu, let me see what they do. Let me see how they feel. However, I'm not trying to kuwatetea. No, that one hiyo ndasema huko mbele.
I hope itapotea.
Yeah, itapotea. I know where to put it. Sisi kama the church, tunafaa kuanza. But if collect seme around 10 gay people and lesbians. Alafu kila mtu muulize what happened. There's a trauma behind it.
Yeah.
Si kama nye sisi normal, let me say normal people, we just see a person and you fall in love with them. Tunasema in love at first sight. Yao yabeningi hivyo. It can't, it shan't, and it will never. This power trigger. No, the reason why I'm saying it shall never, it's because we ain't created that way. There is a math God did, and ayuko inakuja kuadapt to this that is being presented before him. So our watu lazima kuna actually fanyika. Either your dad was not active, your mom maybe alikuwa so abusive, maybe ulikuwa unapigwa, maybe you saw a marriage and you didn't like it.
Yeah, sure.
So you decided to try the other one and see.
Yeah, maybe you're in your environment. Maybe you grow up with environment yako ni ya boy. So you sink into the masculine energy. In a way hata unaanza kutaka. You start acting like them, talking like them, staying with watu wanakaa na wao. Kama
vile tunasemanga ni tomboy, umeenda shule unapata kila mtu tomboy. So like at some given point unaanga kupeanga akoka motivation.
Yeah, you want to pull, you want to like to feel like like a man. Of which my mom told me you're confusing God. You're acting like a man. God created a lady. So when God is trying to bless you, this one is a man. This one is trying to be a man. So you're confusing God. Hadi God ajua kubless na nini. Juu kuna venye unataka kukaa, kuna venye anataka ukae. And that comes in the purpose thing. Knowing your purpose. So the LGBTQ people wamechukulia kama personality. I identify as this. I identify as this, as that. And ndosa wakisha jua hivyo, same identity. Identity and purpose, they go together.
Yeah.
You have to know yourself to identify your purpose. So I heard someone say, if we take away the LGBTQ thing, we're taking away their personality. Which I won't say it's a lie. Because that's how they identify.
Yeah. So it's like they've lost their identity.
So mtu ana purpose sasa.
All right. Mesikia to confuse God. God has made you. God has made you a lady. Unataka kukua kama ama. Let's take a short break and kindly comment on our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Let's take a short break.
KATV, Understanding the Mind of God.
In a world filled with chaos and uncertainties, where do we turn for guidance, strength, and solace? Join us for the power of prayer, a groundbreaking KA television series that explores the timeless teachings and profound impact of prayers in our lives. Remember, Jesus gave a command. He said, when you pray. He did not say, if you pray. You as a child of God out there, you can unlock your destiny. You can unlock your purpose. Discover the transformative power of prayer as we dive into ancient wisdom, sharing personal testimonies and provide a practical insight to deepen your spiritual practices. Watch Whispers of the Spirit at KA Television as we introduce a transformative new series that will uplift your spirit, ignite your faith, and renew your connection with the divine, and that is your God. Experience the profound impact of prayer and unlock the blessings awaiting for you. The power of prayer, with your guest Abele Patricia and your host Louis Derrick, every Tuesday at 7:30 on the Whispers of the Spirit. See you there.
Marriage is a scam. And so you've heard from your friends, from your church members, from the community around you. At a time when single parenthood is being celebrated, a time when divorce has become a conversation, even in the church today, something that was not seen in the years before. At a time when economic status of people has changed and others can do without the other. We are asking these questions. Where are the champions of marriage? How do we handle issues in marriage? Is there a way to do a conflict resolution in marriage? Can we have success and a celebrated marriage in our time? Is joy still part of marriage? Ama tunavumiliana? It is because of these questions that we are here and ready to tackle them during this time. Every Thursday at KATV with me, Simon, we are here to look at those issues and to answer and to look at the elephant in the room. Does marriage still work? See you there.
KATV, Understanding the Mind of God.
Here we go, we are right back still on the Unspoken Truth Show. Tumekuwa tunaongelelea triggers za homosexuality. Zima sugar levels zinapandishwanga na nini? What else zinapandishanga hii homosexuality?
Yeah, another thing yenye tunaweza sema ni homosexuality ni abuse. Like if someone was abused when they were young. Like for example, kuna hii story yenye nisoma from this book. I think it's a new book. It's called Confessions of Nairobi Men, but it's anonymous. So there was this story about this man mwenye aliripiwa by his uncle when he was very young. Now he's a boy, he's a man. So now that is how he's introduced to this thing. So when he was raped, he didn't tell anyone. Akaendelea, like it happened for years. Akaendelea tu akakuwa mkubwa. And as he was growing up, there was also another guy in the estate mwenye alikuwa also gay. But now this guy alikuwa like, unaona wale wenye anakuanga open publicly, like no fear, hivyo anatembea tu kwa estate, yes, with his clothes, and he's like, yes, I'm gay, ana any shame in it. But then now when he was still in high school, after some time akaanza kusikia story that this guy was killed. Like alipatikana kwa barabara, ametolewa nguo zote, yani his body is just not okay, like ni kama tu aliuliwa tu na watu, like ni kama alifanywa like mob justice. So now when he had that story, since he was admiring this guy was open, akashare away, akasema nataka kuna haja ni open up. So now that fear, ali grow up with it, aliendelea nayo hadi akakuwa mkubwa. He even got married. Right now he has a wife and kids, but deep down anajua vizuri he's not into women. He knows deep down he's gay.
He's married for the sake of the society.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to show. Because even there was a time that uncle yake alishikwa because of assaulting another child in the estate, alishikwa. So even the dad came to ask him, uncle, nani ashai kushika? Ashai kufanya anything? He said no. Because But right now, even when you read that book, that part, he says that he wishes that maybe if he could have told his father, right now he
Things would
could
have
be
been
better.
different.
He could have accepted what happened to him, and maybe he could have become at a better place. So it's very possible someone to be in a marriage and bado hayuko nini, like unamwona, yes, this guy looks straight because akona bibi na watoto, but deep down ako like, if he could express himself angekuwa unamwona tu yeye na another man.
Ali- we are married, mabeshte. Huyu mwanaume anaendanga wapi? The lady decides to follow, tells the other friend, amwambia hey, bwanangu siku hizi anatoka na simu. Like there was that suspicion, only to get to a hotel room and find
Yeah. Hey, that story was so crazy.
yeah, please. How do we even go about it? Like umefika hapo hivyo and it's your husband
I know.
with that, and you know tuko we are couple.
Yeah.
I think we as a church, we should first, after tumeshasema hii part ya ku-embrace, we should embrace them first. Let's make them feel comfortable. Let's make them feel loved. Let's make them feel human. Because among the commandments of God, there is love. And love happens to be the greatest one. Yeah. So we can't go against that one. Then after embracing them, then that's where we start.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get
So
them out of this.
Because
Because they are victims.
Yeah.
These were victims.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing is spiritual, very spiritual, and it's beyond most of them. Some don't understand it. Ujue ulifika hapo aje? You don't know how it started. It's spiritual, and it's beyond most of them. After embracing them, that's when we take the second step of let's educate them. This is how it's supposed to be. Let's get them back into the morals that most of us have aborted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then most of them are actually out of a point of fear, out of a point of getting hurt, and a bitter point. They just need healing, nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they just need healing.
Yeah, it's true.
Like that Jude.
they
See,
were-
amesema
Kama
Nijua-
angeambia,
eh.
kama angeambia tu babake ukweli, he could have been a better place.
exactly.
Because also about your spiritual, I've just remembered that I have a friend, a friend who mwenye like aliniambia when we met, I was doing a certain short course. So when we met, she told me that unajua kitambo was a stud. And I'm like, what? You mean you are a stud na venye these days unavanga like you look so pretty, unavanga just like a girl, like you're just okay. But saa ingine unajua mtu mwenye amekuwa stud for some years, kuna venye some of that part nini kwa umbali, like kuna venye saa ingine akiongea you're like sasa umeanza kuongea kama mwanaume. Sasa I remember nilimuuliza basi how did you go back to being nini
straight.
like akaniambia like it was ilianzia high school, like hiyo kukatiwa, and then sasa she used to actually date women, like unaona ile yenye vile kijana kukatia, she told me she used to do that, and then akikatiwa hivyo like ilifika point now she started like alianza kufeel ni kama what she's doing is wrong but she doesn't know how to stop it. Like sasa ni kama akaanza kuona ni kama it's like a spiritual battle. And then she told me she used to start praying. Like unaona ile yenye unaomba lakini uone ni kama una change. Sasa aliniambia like that consistency in prayer. And then aliniambia ilifika point alikaa tu and then she just woke up. Unaona ile yenye you're trying to fight it and then unasoma tu Bible hivyo. So when she woke up one day akadecide aje, you know what? I'm done with this thing. I am done. And that's how she turned to be straight. Aliachana nayo kabisa. She even tells me like she told me she doesn't go to church because I think some incident happened, so she still finds church as a issue, but she's there, like she's a God's girl, like say anafuata tu Mungu. Like alisema if she got a chance, if she knew God earlier, she wouldn't have gone into that state. So it's like ni kama ni a spiritual battle she had. Like it's very
Yeah,
deep.
it is.
Maybe God had to put her through that. Who truly God is, you know?
yeah.
We have this lady, she's a CEO, she's called Michelle Ntalami. You've heard about her.
Yeah.
Just the other day, amekuwa straight. Na alisema, yeah, she's straight right now.
Yeah.
She said that ni God alimkujia.
Yeah.
Alimkujia akamwambia Michelle, get out of this. Yeah, so it's spiritual, and they need assistance. We need to help them.
Yeah.
The pastors, our parents, and our parents need to talk to their children.
But I think the problem we have as Christians, like tunakuanga na kitambo about someone, like then nilikuwa namwambia about the Michelle Ntalame and was like, unaamini hiyo kitu ni ukweli? I don't believe. And I was like, oh yeah, she has come out in public, amesema yes, I was there. Like we believe, okay, do we believe that when someone is delivered gets like that sin inaendanga hivyo ama anyway? But I think ni commitment ya mtu pia kujua, yes, I've been here, I've been delivered, and I need to do away with this.
It's all about you. Everything in your life, it's about you. Ni wewe utaamua. It begins from within. If I feel, mimi Becky, I've been a lesbian, and at the moment I need to get back to God. Nyinyi amhitaji kujua. I don't need to explain to you what has happened. I don't need to explain to you, because I have a personal relationship with God, and the stronger the bond, the better my life is. So the moment I'm out of it, at least Michelle alituambia, because she's a public figure.
Yeah.
You remember Riziki, some TikToker?
No, not really.
Yeah, she was a TikToker. By then, when she was, hatuko sure kama alikuwa huko, but tulikuwa tunaona ni kama
The habits.
Yeah, the habits, the dressing, the everything, the environment. Walikuwa nasema ni best friends with some lady. With some lady, of which tunajua vizuri na kuna best friend iko hapa. But
you know what is happening.
Yeah, we know. They just don't want to like.
Maybe she was not ready, like we bring in public.
Yeah,
to
so
the
ilikuwa
stigma.
inaonekana.
She was in the closet.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
that's
was. Though ilikuwa inaonekana because they were interviewed by Triple P TV. Na wakasema walikuwa na cloud chest, so it's a lie. I'm so sure that's a lie. I'm so sure that. Lakini after ameokoka, I think it went down with her fame.
Yeah.
okay.
Ilikuwa imempea fame, like tulikuwa tunamjua.
Yeah.
She would alikuwa naishi Utawala. Tungemspot Utawala, and cars would stand to say hi.
Hi Riziki. But
Yeah,
after
that's what-
receiving praise.
Okay, yeah, TikTok unapata like, hey Riziki, I saw you today here. Hey. Hivyo.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it was. Alafu after ameokoka, FM went down. Who don't know right now. So that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's you. It's an internal thing. You need to call yourself a small meeting. Jambia tu. Oja, you know yourself most.
So I think
know
at some
yourself
given
most.
point it's we push these people back, like unapata mtu amedecide I'm no longer doing this again, but sasa sisi from the stigma we give this person our talks,
They find
they pull,
themselves
we're going back because anasema watu waniamini, you know.
Actually, ni wao wanatakanga kurudi.
So do you think that
Everything is internal pressure is everything.
It's true.
You
But
know-
also, you see how people, sometimes there are these people, for example, let's say these people who tell you like what people think. There are people who live by that. There are people who live by saying, Kenyo ananifikiria, that is what I will go with. So if I wear this cloth, and then maybe if I came here, let's say with a short skirt, you know, let's say mimi sina shida nayo, mimi sioni kama iko na shida. But then if I start thinking ile watu wataona ni kama nimevaa vibaya nini, sitavaa hiyo skirt. Unaona, most people, no, it will say there's a number of people who live with watu watanifikiria.
they live with what people say, like,
So unaona kama in that situation, yes, you want to go back uende, but then yes, they have accepted you, but bado pia wako na hiyo image ya huyu alikuanga hivi na hivi, yes mimi ni rafiki yake, but sasa mimi ni dem na huyu ni dem, sasa akianza kunikatia mimi, so and then you say it openly. Sasa si pia atasikia, guy, that's what you think of me, I thought we were friends. Sasa hapo ndio sasa unaanza saku even seclude yourself, unajipata you go back there, and it becomes a thing of where you go back, you come back, you go back, you come back.
the insecurities in you can't allow you to
Stay there, like aikubali, like useme, you take your stand na useme, I don't care what people think of me, I don't care kama wataniambia ati your past nini. I know with time God will make me find that true person when you can accept for my past and who I am right now.
Yeah, that's why self-awareness is very important.
Yeah.
You need to, let's go back to identity. You need to identify yourself, ndo ujue your purpose.
Yeah.
So the moment you know yourself, I am Becky, I am self-aware, I know I want this, I know I like this, and I want to do this. There is nobody that can stop me from there. And actually, they say success is 95% mindset.
Yeah.
5% hard work.
Yeah, that's true.
That thing applies everywhere.
It's true.
95% mindset. Nadi kuna zingine ni 100% mindset.
Yeah, sure.
You don't need to like, I know I'm pretty. So your opinion does not need to bring asunder to me. Hey, I don't like this about you.
Yeah.
It's me. Yeah?
I'm okay with it. It's like, it is not bothering me.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean people learn to focus with themselves. Like, just focus on their self-growth. Whatever I'm saying to you, of course, it got to a point, Jesus Christ as his disciples, who do you think I am? Na pia kauliza, wanasema mimi ni nani? What are people saying about me? It's good to know what people are saying about you, by the way.
Yeah, it's true.
You need to hear like, wanasemanga mimi ni nani? Wanasemanga nafanyanga nini? And that's where you can have a reflection. You take it as a mirror, like, oh, this is how I reflect myself to society.
Yeah.
And from there, you come back to yourself. You're not going back to them ati,
Yeah,
no, sifanyangi hivo. No, get back to yourself. Jitaka a meeting, jambie, okay, fine. They think I do this. Personally, I did that. About what do people think about me and stuff. Nikaulizia and I was told and I was like, I was not happy. And I came back to myself. And I was like, okay, fine. So I need to stop this and this to gain this. Reputation is sometimes important. Like you need to be known well. Toa si lazima.
And also, on that point, there's this thing I've seen with like homosexuals, but not all of them, some of them. Like, you see the way you are self-awareness, you don't care about what people think about you. You see these homosexuals who are confidently, like they're out of the closet. Like, washasema, I am gay, I am this and this. They have accepted themselves. I think that's one thing someone can admire from them because wanaji accept, like, they don't need someone to tell them. I'm not saying what they're doing is right, but I'm just saying a character that they have, yenye wanaji accept, they're aware, like hata kama it's a wrong
They are
awareness,
fully aware of themselves.
they know who they are, wanaji accept. Hata umwambia ati sijui Bible limesema nini, it can be a full on argument na mnaweza kosana kama mlikuwa friends tu.
Actually, the reason I said some of them are beyond what's happening to them. Kuna wenye wajui what's happening and kuna wenye they know and they want to change, but they can't.
Yeah, wanashindwa.
Because kuna mtu tu ameamka, yeye ana trigger, ana anything.
Sema tu acha ni try.
Not by curious.
By curiosity,
Let me try and see. Oh, let me try girls. Let me try girls. Asa alafu akisha try aingie.
Nani hivyo?
Like
Shindwa kutoka.
Going back is not that easy.
Yeah, it's never easy going back. But as I was saying, this thing is spiritual. Like I am a fan of Pastor T. Yeah. So kwa chemba alikuwa anasema alikuwa ameenda to a certain school kuombea. Then one girl akakuja akasema form 1. Akasema mission yake hiyo shule ni ku recruit as many lesbians as possible. There she recruits, they are the rank. So huyo ana deal from a spiritual perspective.
Yeah.
So inakuwa kama it's like a cult.
Yeah,
Imeanzishwa.
yeah, it's a cult thing. Then kuna mwingine hapa ako tu. Just because you have something enye inafanya these tomboys.
Yeah.
Because you're getting attention from girls and see ati wako na choice. It's because mko in a closed environment where you're just girls.
Yeah.
So because you act different, ama you look different, that's why
They like you.
yeah. So they don't like you. They're just looking for something else outside.
Distraction.
Yeah, a distraction.
Distraction.
You keep focused hadi midterm ifike.
True.
Because hata ukiangalia most of the lesbians when walikuwa tukiwa high school,
Says you also
says they're so straight.
And you be
Very
wondering.
very straight. Some of them when walikuwa date this waongeleshani. Their enemies like
It's like nika walikaa chini wakaona by the way tulikuwa
Tuko tunafanya.
hata ishangi hivyo. Ishangi vibaya.
It's like no heartbreak in
Yeah, it's heartbreak hata nisi lazima ungepata.
Like imagine sana I was imagining you go to a church na unasikia fununu this person is a gay. Like, how do we handle that as a church, like as Christians? Tutafanya nini? Alafu you know how that trauma inakujanga. Unaenda kwa hiyo church, nilisikia pasi wenu. You know, do you shun away from going to church? Do you embrace this pasi? Like, you know, you pasi ni kama mirror to the community. Like, there is this image that comes with one being a pasi.
I have an example here. There's this pastor. He's not even gay. He identifies, he says he identifies as a he or she. Aliyeko hadi kwa, I don't remember that station. It's this famous people who do documentaries for US. Walikuja kama interview. He's from Western. He says he's intersex. He was born with both reproductive system. So now, since he has both, he can't really say he's a man and he's a woman. You know, it's very hard to identify yourself hapo. So mtu akimwita he, mtu akimwita she, ako tu sawa. But now he's a pastor. Like, he's a pastor. I think she's a pastor. Oh, let's go with she. Yeah, he wears like a man. He wears like
ama any they, because unaona jitanga they.
Yeah. So they wear as a lady, but akona ndevu. Nywele yake inakanga ya a lady because it's too soft. Okay, pia men, there's some men who has soft hair. So anyway, hapo like alienda kwa church yake akawaambia, I am an intersex person. Mimi nilizaliwa na zote mbili. So even if I am like this, it's either you accept me as I am, because I am not here ati to tell you that you should date sijui nini. He's not in support of the community. His purpose as a pastor is to spread the gospel. His purpose is not to kwenda hapo that hiyo discrimination,
to glorify.
And also in that documentary there's his church iko like hapa, and then there's another neighboring church like just a few meters away. Hapo walienda pia waka interview this other pastor. You know what this other pastor said? Alienda hapo and he was like, that man hapana, haezi kuwa ati yeye ni intersex na kwa hapo anaongelesha watu. No, it's either you're a man or a woman. But now the thing is, it wasn't his choice. He wasn't, si ati Mungu ndo ati alizaliwa akiwa mwanaume alafu yeye ndo akasema cha niende niongeze. No, alizaliwa with both. So I think if a pastor is gay, he should first speak to his church, awambie, and then hata akiwambia, he should also try and change, because the Bible says what? That is not allowed. Homosexuals is not the Christianity way. And if his work is to preach what is in the Bible, he should try and see what he can do. And also he should show, unajua kunile unasema nita usikue mtu wa kuongea actions. Like hata kama ni kuenda therapy, unaenda try and find out the root cause of this. Maybe something happened to you, or maybe you were influenced, or maybe something. Like I try kuonyesha that it's not maybe his fault or something. Like I tried to onyesha isikuwa ati ni rumors, na pia akisikia hizo rumors si ati anyamazianze kusema ati yani watu wanaongea vibaya, atuambie ukweli, is it true or not?
But you see now the problem inakuanga someone coming out to say. It's like, you know, before ukuje useme umeanza kufikiria what will people say, you know. Still yes, it still matters, like, you know, mini pasi itakujaje kwanza kuambia washirika ama this person, you know, like unaanza kufikiria, you know, to be like, will now the members of the church wataenda juu sasa mimi nimewaambia hivi, will they, you know, you have those questions, watabaki.
Mtu anafai kuwa ready. Like if that pastor decides, he should think of the consequences. Are you ready to accept that watu wataenda? Are you ready watu wakitoroka waseme we can't associate with you, ama if people banish you ama waongee vibaya, are you ready for that? If you're ready for that, do it. If you're not, itabidi maybe ufunge tu church. Because kama hujatuambia watu wataenda tu.
Actually, nothing is easy. Kill every choice has a consequence. So when you decide to say, will you just be ready to carry the cross?
But my point about your part here, a pastor being gay, personally, I identify as a believer. And anything that is anti-God is anti-spiritual. And anything that is anti-spiritual, I'm not taking it. I'm not supporting it. I am not in support of it. Why? Because God cannot compromise for us. God gave us the will to choose between the right
and wrong.
And the wrong. And you are free to choose. However, God won't compromise for you. Whatever you choose, remember, there are consequences. So, you being gay, you being a pastor that is gay. Me as a believer, I'm against you. Very against you. However, I'm going to embrace you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to let you exercise your right of life, right of association. Actually, in Kenya, Article 163, 164, not 163, 162 and 165. They don't allow the same marriages in Kenya. But when 2023, when this bill was passed, ni bill ama ni law? I'm not a law student.
I think it's a bill
that thing
is to be debated before it becomes a law.
Yeah. Ilingia huko. Is it in the court? In 2010, 2019,
now 2023.
no, 2023. Haikubalishi the same marriages or anything. It is just saying that
They have the freedom.
of association.
Yeah, it's alright even. Hata
Exactly.
inakuwa tukisoma class 8.
However,
Yeah, freedom of
Association.
yeah,
association.
however, our own president mwenye tunalipa tax zetu, mwenye
Anajiidentify na Christianity.
besides all that, our nini, that's not the point. The point is, when this bill was passed, ilikuwa inasema the gay people have the freedom of association. But our president, mwenye tunalipa na tax zetu, mwenye we are paying for labor, kila kitu around him, enye iko enough for him to look for a very educated person with the law, amweleze a legal document how it is, never did that. Aliamka tu akasema marriages of the same sex are not allowed in Kenya, of which ili expose very many people in danger.
Oh yeah.
Chiloba
Because
was killed. Atuji mwenye aliua Chiloba. You remember that case ya Chiloba?
Yeah, sure.
He was killed. Atuji mwenye alimuua.
That is
Maybe-
even being butchered.
Yeah, he was butchered. However, si watu wanasema ni mpenzi wake alimuua, but yeye ajai plead guilty kwa court. So right now we don't know who did it. However, like I think after the president alisema after aliongea, ili expose very many people into danger.
Yeah.
And I think my point of view about it is that bill should be passed. Because what do you mean? Do you mean gays for kuongelesha?
I know.
They should just give people the freedom
Yeah.
to make their own
Because
choices.
hata
Has
God
freedom for
mwenyewe,
expression.
hata God mwenyewe tupe hiyo freedom.
The only problem comes in ile yenye sasa if they give people freedom, at least less people will be dying because they're gay, less people will be harassed because they're like basically humanity is what will prevail. Like apart from all Christianity, even everything, even the Bible says we're not supposed to treat people just like anything. We're supposed to love all of them. So humanity is what is going to be there if that bill is passed. But now the problem comes in the Christian community.
Perspective.
Yeah.
And then it's like God accepts us, like God accepts you the way you are, but doesn't use you how you are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like Saul, God accepted him the way he was, but he had to change him. He changed his name. He changed like how even I'm sure even when Paul Saul alikuwa anafikiria kuhusu au Christians. Mungu alichange your perspective. Akaona yenyewe there's a true God. So ndo akaanza kupreach. But even he had to change his name because tuseme kama Saul angeenda na hiyo jina tu Saul ati ana preach. Mnakumbuka usiku ndio yule Saul alikuwa anataka kutuua tu juzi.
But still, then the Bible so tells us, do not conform to the patterns of this world. So I think maybe as Christians, we should just allow the word to lead us. Joy, what can you tell that youth out here mwenye ana struggle? Maybe is in that LGBTQ community, struggling, maybe anaona ataiacha aje.
It's okay to ask for help. It's very okay kwenda kwa mtu mwenye unafikiria anaweza kusaidia. First thing, accept yourself. This is who I am. This is how I feel about myself. This is who I love. This is who I want to associate with. Step 1. Step 2, after ushajijua, is it right? Is it wrong? We have the right to do that. There's what you think is right, and mimi ukiniambia
True, it's wrong.
it's wrong. But everybody has right opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but facts remain facts though. And the fact is, whatever you're doing is wrong. And wrong is wrong even when everybody's doing it, and right is right even when nobody's doing it. So after that, after you identify, endo comes when Africans kusaidia. Our parents don't practice the entity of listening. So I won't say it to a parent, though some do.
Our African.
Yeah, this African culture.
This
yenye,
African-
ati unapenda wanawake.
What do you mean?
You even don't know how you'll open your mouth to tell your mama.
Ati, I'm struggling.
I am struggling with loving ladies.
But hata after umesema, in the end they still accept you. In the end watakusaidia tu, because when sure that love is there. Ni venye tu before I accept itakuwa like ilianza aje? Nani huyo alikuonyesha?
Yeah, at the moment, personally, I would never advise anyone to go to their parent, though I tried. I had an issue with it, and nikaenda ku-question, and luckily, ilizibiwa vizuri. That was luckily. However, I was not given details. I was just a bit wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Esther, maybe just as we sum up.
For me, I would like to say to those who are out there and they're struggling, first, as she has said, seek help, seek guidance, and also don't feel like it's worth living. It's not right. And also maybe you're struggling with telling yourself it's not right. But sometimes there's this thing called the power of manifestation. The Bible says declaring. Now, if you identify as a they or as a LGBTQ, you can start by telling yourself, I am not like this. I am not meant to be like this. I can change. Because ukianza kujambia I can change, I can do it. With time, you'll find yourself just umeanza tu slowly. Because itakuja to just abruptly ati umeamka tu and nimerudi. Because unaweza kuwa temptations are real. Unaweza patana sasa na mwingine akwambia, I like you, and umeamua change. But sasa go step by step. Anza kujambia hizo words of affirmation. Declare that you can do it. And also seek help. And also parents, hata mtoto wako akikujia kwambia that I am struggling with this. At first maybe you can be a little bit harsh, but don't be harsh, because when you become harsh, ata feel sasa now I'm in deep trouble. Sasa ata they can't even
there
trust
is no
you
love
anymore.
you're giving.
You won't get any love. So just try and accept them. You try and find solutions, because even though the African culture doesn't advise for therapy, I would advise for therapy. Mimi naweza sema hivyo. And if it is therapy, tafuta therapist Mkristo. Unaona kuna therapist too. Wengine they're not Christians, maybe they're okay with it. So look for someone and make sure that the child also agrees, even as parents. Like you can try and look for something that can help you. Like sometimes, as you had said earlier, that it's a distraction. You can try and look for another distraction to help you.
Yeah. One more thing. To the LGBT community people, we don't hate you as the church.
Yeah.
We just don't adore what you do, because we read the Bible, and anything that is not aligned with the Bible, we're not going to take it. And another thing, wacheni kutuchukia jamani, because if you ask about, if there's a very big war between the Christians and the LGBT community, because at a time when Chilebo was killed, they rose on us, the Christians, walisema ni sisi, of which a Christian, as in we don't, okay, committing murder is against us, our laws, because we have a book that we follow, the 10 Commandments, and committing murder, do not commit murder. So we don't hate you, we love you, we have embraced you as one of our own. However, we just don't love what you do. So tunataka kuwasaidia, seek help, we are here. Get someone, hata kama unaogopa maybe utakuwa judged, ama go look for someone that doesn't know you.
A stranger.
Tafuta tu mtu mwenye pastor, unaona maybe pastor kwa TV, unaona huyu unamsikiza vizuri, let me look for them.
Yeah, you go to their church.
Yeah, go to them, listen, and then give yourself a chance to live graciously.
Yes. accept yourself, speak out, don't shy away from speaking out, and we are here for you. You can reach us via our contact KA Television 0714 59 8888. Yes. And a big shout out to my production team. Thank you so much. And to my guests, I really love the conversation. You are such an amazing panel. Thank you and see you next time.